So we're in Paris, France, and we're going to do a home inspection at a home in this building behind me. So let's take a look, because every home should be inspected, no matter where it's located, just to make sure the home is safe, functioning, and healthy. All right, let's inspect this house. To get to this house, you have to go through a couple gates, and then you walk down a beautiful path. And the home that we're inspecting is behind me on the second floor. So on the exterior, there's not much for me to look at. I may comment on a downspout pipe that's coming from the roof, which is about 50 feet above my head. The roof is not part of the inspection, but the exterior can be, if it's a system or component that's related to my client's house, which is these three windows are bedroom windows. These few windows here are part of it as well. So I'll take a look on the exterior. So the exterior, I don't observe any indications of problems with the exterior, which is made out of the materials that I'll note in the report: the brick, the stone, the concrete, the iron railings. There's a ventilation register that probably goes to the first floor. There's that downspout from the roof that I was talking about. Sometimes they need to be repaired, or they're falling off because the straps are weak. There's this large surface area here for gardening, and this diverter is going into there, which connects to there, and then goes to the street. And the exterior looks in very good shape, except for a couple of things where that masonry there is cracked, starting to separate. We don't want to detach and fall off. There's the other window there, and that window there. You'll find these registers, usually for a kitchen or sometimes a bathroom. And sometimes they'll look like that. So in this house, those are the exterior exhaust terminations, and that one's a slightly modern one. And the walkway is very nice, cobblestone, no trip hazards. Again, I'm looking for a trip hazard here. The exterior and the roof itself are not part of the inspection. The common areas are just common areas, but I'm looking for anything that my client may want to know about. But the exterior itself, the brick, the masonry, looks in good shape, except for that cracking around the window. Let's go in. Now this is the front entry, and it looks good for a front entry. And there's a code. I'm not going to show you the code. That's it. Now there's a staircase going up to the unit, so I don't want any trip hazards, and I don't see any. And the railing doesn't meet code for safety. This is an old historic building, and on the outside of the units, sometimes you'll have these controls. That's for water, and the doorbell, which does not work. And we're in. Let's take a look on the inside. And from this vantage point, I can take a look at the cracking on the masonry and also other things. So below us is the front entry. I'll take a look at the railing itself to make sure it's secured to the masonry and the storm shutters. It's an old historic home, and the flooring could be original. So I'm looking for any kind of damage to the wood flooring, but I'm going to be very friendly with the wood because of how old it is. And if there are some cracks, some wear and tear, some stains, some squishy areas, that is to be expected in this old home. I just don't want anything to be unsafe. So we'll take a look around at the flooring. And when you walk in, I'm just struck by the beautiful, antique, historic flooring. And it creaks and it moans. Oh, this is different in the bathroom. It creaks and it's weak in certain areas and it goes in different directions, and it's sometimes stained and
little weak areas, little strong areas, I'll take a look at the window. But it's actually wonderful.
All right, let's step outside this window and take a look. To give you a better idea of the type of masonry cracking that's going on, and I'll shake this railing as well. Looks in pretty good shape, and I'll check the shutters as well. In this flat in Paris, France, we can see that there are rooms put together, kind of like from older rooms in the past. One apartment was smaller and then they combined some rooms. So it's a little bit difficult to get your bearings, but right now, this is the very large room. This is the living room and dining room. And then there's a hallway going this way and a hallway going that way. There are bedrooms down there. The interesting thing is sometimes places like this, they're very old, but have been added onto. They'll have bathrooms like this. Now, I'm in a bathroom. There's a tub and a shower and a sink, but no toilet. That is on the other side of the hallway with a clothes washer. And over here is the shower and the sink. Sometimes that happens. So it's a good idea when you inspect a home in an old historic district to get an idea of all of the rooms and then continue with inspecting the systems. So in this bathroom, just a toilet and a sink and a clothes washing machine. We also have a few other components, but it's very interesting. The door itself, the front of the sink, the spacing around the toilet. It's all against code, but it's practical for the current application where a very old home in an old historic district in France has been updated. So this is the other half of the bathroom where we have a shower, a tub, and a sink. So I'll take a look at these things. And then the door itself, this is very common. The door is on the outside. Now I'm in the bathroom, or the half bath. All right, so the whole point of this is to make sure that you're orienting yourself, not missing any room, and that's very easy to do. Not missing any closet or hallway, that sometimes happens. And then making sure that you are describing each room so that the inspection report makes sense to your client. All right, let's continue. So in this bathroom, you can see the door opens up and there's inadequate space around the toilet. And the sink itself is interesting. A bit difficult and to use and kind of narrow. But we'll run water here, and there's another common thing. We only have cold water. There is no hot water. So the hot water is not here, but the cold water is. And there's the switch, the light switch, and the toilet itself. There's the water supply, and there's a drain. That might be the drain for the sink, yes. So the sink drain goes through the wall there and into the main stack. And this is the clothes washer, and you can see the drain discharge hose here. Not really to code at all. This is the electrical supply, very loose. And then there's water, and it has a filter on it, and it's clogged. Cold water only. Window. And then we take a look at the other half of the bathroom. There's the door there, and the light switch is on the outside of the room. We'll run water here. I'm expecting hot water in this bathroom. Ventilation. This tilt window, it opens up and then it locks. Look for leaks. And there's hot water there. Test the shower. There's a very low flow. Just turn this off. Is that help? Yep. So very low flow of water when more than one fixture is turned on. take a look at a representative number of windows and doors for the interior. And this is a bit overloaded. This used to be something different, maybe a separation between units. And here's another bedroom in here. And then the hallway, 2 additional bedrooms. And there's those units that can add some air conditioning in each bedroom. And then this bedroom has like a shared double door to the other bedroom. So you have to be good friends. We'll take a look at a representative number of doors, windows, wall receptacles. And here is that second full bathroom. This bathroom includes the toilet, the tub and shower, and the sink. We'll run some water here. See the water supply to the clothes washer and the standpipe and drains and the water supply there. And I do not see that this is a safety glass for that shower there. Just want to make sure that the tiles are in good shape. Now a wall receptacle is not available in this bathroom. Can't plug anything in. And moving to the kitchen, we actually have the meters, the electrical and the gas and the water controls. Here's an electrical panel for the unit, and the breakers are not labeled. Main breaker and the kitchen. So same process here. And you can hear the hot water tank kick on. In and out, and gas supply, electrical controls, so we can help our client by downloading the manual. There's the exhaust. And some water supplies. Another main drain stack. A Bosch dishwasher. Gas oven, electric stovetop, microwave. The exhaust just goes back into the kitchen. And the refrigerator. And here is the underside of that unit with the central heating return, the pressure relief valve drain, the gas supply, the condensate drain, domestic cold water in and out. And there's the standpipe for the dishwasher. There's the main water supply coming in through a meter. Very different international codes here for sink drains and traps and vents. But we've got some cold water lines there, and the traps are very different. So we'll run hot and cold water at the fixtures. Look for leaks. And here's the thermostat that controls the old radiators throughout the house. So these are old cast iron radiators. They're all being supplied by that one hot water appliance. So the challenge is to figure out where all these pipes go. So I see a pipe here, and then it comes out of the wall here, and it goes up, and it can get a bit confusing in an old historic home like this. But here's that pipe there, and then I realize it goes through the wall, and this is the return from the cast iron that's being supplied hot water, and that supply line is from above, and there it is up there in a storage cabinet there, and it goes through the wall,
and there it is there. But then it's supplying also the radiator unit in the bathroom, and that's the supply, control, and then it goes back down, and then it goes underneath the sink.
My infrared camera is going to help me follow the water lines, especially the hot water lines, throughout the house. And it's also going to help me follow the hot water lines that go to the heating systems, the radiators in each room. I noticed that we don't have a heat source in the small toilet bathroom area, and we do have different types of heating sources, heating units. This is a wall unit in a bedroom, and then we go to the next door bedroom and we have the historic cast iron. So we'll run the heat, we'll use the infrared, we'll run the hot and cold water, and we use the infrared to take a look at that. The infrared is really helpful for a home inspector. It allows me to see things that I wouldn't be able to see without it. So use an infrared camera when you're doing a home inspection. In this bathroom, we have 2 sink fixtures, and I'm running hot water in each sink fixture. And the hot water is to the left on this one, and the hot water is to the right on this one. So here's the hot water source for the house, and I use my infrared camera to see things I wouldn't normally be able to see. And I can obviously see the hot water being supplied. See the exhaust going out to the bathroom sink. You can see the hot water and the drain line as well. I'm running hot water at the bathroom sink. And above me, I see a water line, and I use my infrared camera to confirm that it's the cold water line supplying the bathroom. And here's one of those registers. This is in the kitchen, and that goes right outside. And I can confirm this as well because it's a little warm outside, and you can see that warm air just coming right in. All right, well, that was a home inspection in Paris, France, and not much wrong with the house. I really like it. Old, historic home, a flat in one of the old historic buildings. And again, a home inspection is really important. Every home should be inspected to make sure our homes are safe, functioning well, and healthy. I'm Ben Gromicko from INTERNACHI. That's the International Association of Certified Home Inspectors. And I'll see you at the next home inspection.